Hey guys, welcome back. So I went to the 2024 North Charleston, South Carolina SCMA LowCountry Nationals model show on Saturday the 27th, and I'm going to show you what I got from there, except this kit. This kit came a long way away. So recently, you guys, if you've watched my videos, you know that Heather and the girls went up to Maine. They went up to Canada, and Heather went up there in Maine. Man, if I only lived closer. Those antique malls have tons of model kits. They are just loaded down with them. And she sent me some pictures when she was in these antique malls. She said her uncle would and she would. And some of them are a little overpriced, but there was one place they were at, there was a bunch of them, and the only way she's gonna get them home is in her suitcase, so I only chose one, and this is the one that I chose. Okay, long story short, so I got this kit. I think, well, I don't know where at in Maine they were at, but she showed me this one. I think I got it for $24 or $27. It was. It's still wrapped. It's got a tear in the plastic, but it's still wrapped. So it's a let's see, probably 91 edition of the Paddy Wagon. I think these are so cool. I just remember them as a kid. Never built one, and I'm thinking about maybe trying one, but actually they had, okay, yeah, they had $32, but she got it cheaper than that. Her aunt, Heather's aunt, is she buys and sells antiques, and if she goes into an antique mall, she'll be calling and asking if the owner of the booth will drop the price and stuff. So anyway, I think it was like $24 or $27. Anyway, but I was thinking about building one of these, and I've got several of these now, but would it be like sacrilegious to put a different engine in it? Because this one has, you know, that cross, looks like a, well, heck, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's supposed to be a big block Chevy or an Oldsmobile or I don't know what it is. But it's got the exhaust that would resemble a Ford or a big block Chevy. It ain't a Ford. I don't know what it is. But yeah, I would think maybe a big supercharged something in there. I don't know. Would people dismiss me as a friend if I altered the Paddy Wagon's engine? I don't know, but I think it would be cool. But yeah, so anyway, got this one from Maine. Heather brought this one back. Flew on an airplane. This thing's been 36,000 feet in the air. Isn't that cool? All right, now to the kits that I got from the show. So I purchased some. I had some gifts given to me. Thank you so much to you guys that gave me the gifts. And I'll get to those. I bought these 1, 2, 3, 4 from a vendor. I bought some from a friend that brought some. And but anyway, we'll get started with this. I got this kit, MPC Lil Gasser. So it's a little gas truck, and I've seen it, I believe, in the past, but never really paid any attention. He had it, and I bought 4 kits from him, so he made me a pretty good deal. This vendor drove from Daytona all the way up there to vend, and but anyway, got this kit, and it is all still in the plastic. It's obviously the kit's been opened. It came with some little, I don't know if that was glue or paint or whatever, but anyway, kit's all here, and thought that would be a really cool one. And it has a pretty decent looking engine in it. Some of these show rods, the engines don't look that great, but this one's got like a, I think that's supposed to be a 427 single overhead cam Ford, so that's pretty cool. And it's got, look at those gaudy looking front tires on there, man. It's got slicks on the back and mud grips on the front. It's a confused little ride, but anyways, cool looking. Dual tandem axle in the back, and I haven't looked through it to see what the rear diffs look like and all that stuff, but anyway, pretty cool little kit there. And all 4 of these came from the same guy. I was able to get another one of these 55 Ford panel truck. This is the 1987 release of this kit. This is the one that I grew up with, and this is the one that made me want to do that for the USAC build. And I got to build my monster truck and was still able to, used the bootlegger decals. I'm not even sure if this kit has decals, but it is a complete kit. I think there was a few suspension parts that were glued on, but that's okay. But got that one, and also got another one of these, which these are a little harder to come by, honestly. The Harley version of that same kit, and it comes with chrome rather than brass. So on the bootlegger, obviously all the chrome is brass or gold. I guess it's gold rather than brass. Whatever, it looks brass to me, gold, brass, whatever. But this is the one I built. This kit whenever I had shoulder surgery. I'd started on it and then I finished it during my shoulder surgery, and built it. Turned out really nice. So very cool kit. But yeah, the Harley one is kind of harder to come by. It still has the carburetors. It doesn't have the, with the newer Ford trucks, it has the fuel injection, which is the same kit other than the body, really. But this one has the carburetors still. So yeah, pretty cool. 124 scale, because this is not a Revell. This is a monogram, just reboxed as Revell. And then finally from that vendor, I picked this up. 124 scale Ford Bronco 4x4. And I believe I've got, there is one up here on the shelf. I think Ian White, if I'm not mistaken, from Canada, sent that one. I believe he sent it for Ruthie. And Ian, if you did send that one, and whoever sent it for Ruthie, oh boy, I hope I can get her to build it one day. But anyway, I might end up building it. But I got this one instead. So these obviously came back out with the bass boat and all that stuff. But I don't care nothing about a bass boat. And he had this one, and it's a totally complete kit. Still got the little monogram brochure thing in there or whatever, free catalog card. And yeah, molded in orange. Wow. It's got those really hard mud grips. They're like, I mean, maybe these aren't so hard. Well, yeah, they're pretty hard. And I don't really care for the tires, and if I build it, or let me take that back. When I build it, I will probably put something else on it as far as tires go. But yeah, pretty cool truck. This will probably be a very simple type build. They were very simplistic, as from what I can tell. These monogram truck kits and all. Ruthie did get the monogram, not at this show, but at the Southland show way back. She got the Dodge Ram Charger, and it's kind of, I'm not saying it's the same kit, it's not, it's a Dodge, but I looked at hers and it's pretty simple to build, so I figured this would be a simple, easy, nice, quick build, and could do some customizing to it. Alright, so now I will show you 3 kits that I got from my friend Howard Heno. Howard is originally from Louisiana, but during Katrina, because of Katrina rather, his home was destroyed and he moved to Charleston. And I've gotten to be good friends with Howard, and he sold me these 3 kits. So this one, it's the 41 Ford Woody. It's been opened. He just, see, Howard will cut the plastic and leave the plastic on the box to kind of protect it. But anyway, 124 scale AMT Ford Woody. I've never built this one. I built the, what was that one? Let me see if I see it up there on the shelf. I built 141. Hold on, is it the same darn thing? It is the same kit. Okay. But this one has mag wheels and all. Okay, so it is the same kit, but this one has mags. That kit that I built was fun as heck to build. That was before I was doing bare metal foil and stuff, so I was taping off and painting the chrome, which I wouldn't do that now. But yeah, this is a really nice kit. I appreciate Howard offering it to me, and he offered it to me for a good price. Oh, it's got a, I don't think the one I built had that engine in it. It may have had that custom flathead like that. I'm not sure. I know it's got a flathead, but this one's got the custom wheels and all that stuff. Kind of a lowered stance, looks like. It's 1999 edition of that kit. And then another one that I got from Howard, purchased from Howard, 32 Phaeton Vicky. And me and him talked about this one. This is kind of a weird, to me at least, it's kind of a weird kit. It looks a little weird, and he was talking about how the styling, they were trying to get to that era styling. AMT was, at least with this kit. But it's got the, looks like it's got the 4.6 or 5.4 or something like that in it. I'm not sure what exactly it is. but it's got the modern engine in it. This one also is a 1999 release. Yep, 4.6 Mustang Cobra 4.6 dual overhead cam V8. And it's got Hildebrand wheels, so that's pretty cool. I didn't have this kit either, so got that one now. And then he also sold me this one. I don't know if the camera's going to get the whole thing, but I'll go. Let's see. Oh yeah, so it's the F-150 Ford pickup combo, the 50-year series, 48 to 98. So it's got the almost Sanford & Son. That's what I told Howard. I want to build a Sanford & Son truck. This isn't the right year. I think Sanford & Son was like a 48 or something like that. I believe the grill's a little different, but for the most part, it looks like the body is kind of the same as a Sanford & Son truck. And I'd like to do that. Someone sent me Sanford & Son decals a long time ago because I had mentioned that, and I need to put those to use. But that would be fun to do that, even if it's not quite the right year. Maybe in the comments you guys can let me know, but I think that the grill's is different, but pretty much sure the body's the same. Maybe the hood didn't have those vents in the older one. I don't know. And then it's got the long wheelbase 98 Ford pickup truck in it, so that's really cool. Never been opened, sealed up, and there we go. Got a long wheelbase Ford and the short wheelbase. I don't know, would that even be a long or short wheelbase? Did they have long wheelbase or short wheelbase? I think they did. I think a lot of times the long wheelbase old stuff would be like 3/4 ton, like heavy duty. But anyway, very cool. Got to find a place to stash this big box though. Got that. And then the kits that, well, this is the stuff that was gifted to me. And this was also gifted to me by Howard Heno. And it's this is really cool. 427. This is a kit. I've got the box over there. He sent the box with it. It's a 1/6 scale Ford 427 single overhead cam. This thing's really neat. This was a kit. It's all painted and everything when you get it, but it is it's a model kit, and they're very, very detailed, man, super detailed, like the spark plug boots and all that stuff. Man, they look real. You can take the breather off. You can unscrew the breather, see the tops of the carburetors and all that stuff. So that's going to look nice sitting on the shelf, and I really appreciate that, Howard. Very nice display engine there. And then I probably say and then like a lot. And then so we stayed when Heather and I went to this Charleston show. Mr. Don Franklin offered us to stay at his house, and I become friends with Mr. Don Franklin. What a great guy. And we stayed there on Friday night, and I was looking at his model room and all that stuff. We're talking, and he gave me this little guy. So in 32nd scale Airfix 1933 Alfa Romeo. This thing's old. Had a price tag on it for $1.50. I'm not sure where the price tag was from, but yeah, very old kit. You can see that had that, well, the box is on wrong, but you can see the original tape marks from where they had the box tape, more than likely from the factory, a lot like AMT and those kits would have been back in the day, just taped. But yeah, very cool little kit. I asked him, it was sitting on his desk, and I said, "Are you about to build that?" And he said, "No, you're going to build it." And he handed it to me. So I appreciate Mr. Don Franklin. Enjoyed our time with him talking, and me and him stayed up till 11 o'clock just talking and having a good time, and good friend. So thank you, Mr. Don, for that. And then take this off. A man by the name of John. I believe I met John in Roanoke, if I'm not mistaken. Met John in Roanoke, and then he was at this show, and he came up with a bag in his hand, and he handed me this 1948 Ford coupe, not the convertible, but the coupe. And this one's all sealed. 1976 release of this kit from Testers. Obviously this is an IMC kit that that Testers reboxed, just like all the other, Testers I don't think made anything really. I think they reboxed about everything that they ever sold. It was other manufacturers. But yeah, these are such cool kits. And I was telling John, the chrome on the sides here. On my 48 convertible that I built, this chrome is just the sticker that they send you. It has no chrome at all on the body. There's no mold lines for chrome for you like the bare metal foil. So on mine, and it was a very tedious job, but I laid down styrene and sanded it all down, and everywhere there's supposed to be chrome, and then I went back and bare metal foiled it, and it looks so good because you actually have, instead of just a sticker there, you've actually got a raised portion of chrome sticking off. But thank you to John for giving me this sealed, man. It's so cool. 1976, same year I was born. So yeah, I really appreciate that. And then I did again. And then the last two that I'm going to show you were given to me by the same fella, and I cannot remember for the life of me his name. I'm the world's worst. I'm glad John at least gave me a note with his name on it. I told him, I said, I'm so glad there was a note on there because I have a hard time with names. And I had a fella come up to me, and what a nice guy. Said he lives in Florence, South Carolina. I was, me and Ronnie Nodine were standing and talking at one of the ends of the show tables. And this fella came up, and what a nice guy. We just sat and talked and had a good laugh. And he said that he was at a store of some sort, and he bought this kit, and he said that he got to thinking he had never built it, and he said, but I know somebody who would like to have it. So he handed me a bag with this in it. So this Hubley 1932, I believe, is what this is. It's around there, 31, 32. I don't, oh, nope. Does it say on here? Model A Roadster, but it doesn't say the actual year. But anyway, Model A. Some of you guys could probably point out the differences in the different year models of Model A. I can at this point. But anyway, it's a Model A Roadster. Very cool. And this is a Hubley, so this is an earlier one. What's the company that bought them out? Or Gabriel. They began, after this, they turned into Gabriel. And I think it was Gabriel by Hubley or something like that. But anyway, this is a true Hubley kit here. Probably from the early 70s. Possibly the late 60s, but I think the early 70s. And I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me when somebody is thinking of me enough to hand me something that they bought with their own money. You know, it's really cool. So I really appreciate that. And the box on this one is just in immaculate shape. That's the first thing I noticed when he handed it to me. I'm like, man, the box is in great shape. A lot of times these old Hubley kits, they're so heavy. They get beat around so much. The boxes are beat up, but not this one. This one's in really, really nice condition. And the it's just a brand new kit. It's even got the decals there. They actually look pretty good. So yeah, thank you so much for that. I wish I could remember your name. Man, that bothers me. I have just a horrible time with names. And then the same fella, before the show was over, obviously they had raffles going on and giving away kits, and he came back to me and he said, do you want this? I want it in the raffle. I really don't want it. So it was this, the Hot Wheels. It's the Bigfoot monster truck that they relicensed. It's not Ford or Bigfoot, but it's the same kit. And this is like Bigfoot number 9 or 10 is what this would be, because you still have the cantilever rear suspension. The rear suspension worked off of the way Bob Chandler designed the suspension. He had it on the front. On Bigfoot number 8, it had cantilevers on front to begin with also, but it's got a rod where the shock would be that pushes this cantilever, and then your rear shocks are at an angle like this, and the cantilever, as it comes up, it presses. So you don't have to have as much shock travel if you're using cantilever. So that was a very ingenious way for Bob Chandler to get around the not having 26, 30-inch travel shocks at the time. I think they were 22 or 24 inch or something like that. And obviously on this one, Bigfoot number 8, by the way, would have been a front engine. I don't want to lose in the details of Bigfoot. I just love that stuff. But anyway, Bigfoot 8 would have been a front engine. This is this probably is based off Bigfoot 10 because the engine's in the rear, but it still has cantilever. And could have been the Wildfoot truck. The Wildfoot truck that Andy Brass drove was like a research and development truck that Bigfoot was using, because I don't think you could race on the same circuit. They were doing the Penda Point series, and I don't think you could have two Bigfoot trucks, so they just renamed one Wildfoot. And so they were able to race multiples. They had Snakebite, Bigfoot, and Wildfoot racing on that series. And anyway, very cool. Very, very cool. I did not have this kit in this variation. I've got it in the Bigfoot variation up top here. Same exact kit. But I didn't have this one. So thank you so much for all you guys that gift me stuff. I also bought some stuff from STS Decals. I got some flocking. I bought some bare metal foil while I was there from oh heck, can't remember now which company was selling there, but anyway, got some flocking, got a couple of decal sets, and anyway, it was a good time. Had a good time with the show. I also, let me show you this real quick. My 39 Chevrolet was voted best paint, believe it or not. Yeah, couldn't believe it. And I got this custom painted. This is really, really cool. Let me back this up and lower it down just a little bit so you can see it. It's a paint can, or it's a thinner can. But the paint can is custom painted. And it was custom painted by, let's see, who laid down the, what's his name? Robert, what's Robert's? Coonrod. I believe it's Robert Coonrod painted the base colors, the candies, and all that stuff. Robert's a professional painter, and then Gary Seeds painted all the pinstriping. So I've got a best. I think that's a pretty cool like award, best paint, and it's a handmade paint can basically, or a thinner can. And I think that's so cool. I can't wait to get this up. But yeah, the paint on there. Some of this paint right here actually looks like, I think Robert had a car in the show that, I think that's Tropical Glitz. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's that tropical. He had a bunch of cars in the show. I believe they were his. Anyway, Tropical Glitz paint, and I think that's the same color as one of the cars. But all the rest of it, this is all the pinstriping around the lettering, that's all hand done. You can tell that's all hand painted pinstriping there, as well as that. But yeah, how cool is that? So I appreciate that award. Also, I did win first place with my 39 Chevy in street rods, and I got first place in the miscellaneous category with my monster truck, my bootlegger monster truck. There wasn't really a class for it to be in. They had 4x4s and trucks, but not race trucks, and so I put it in the miscellaneous class. Anyway, I won first place with the monster truck and with the 39 Chevy, so I was proud of that. And I also got to do the announce the awards at the show, so that was a great privilege for me to be able to do that. I appreciate the SCMA North Charleston Club for asking me to do that. I'll do whatever I can do to help out, and so had a good time. Appreciate them allowing me to do that, and just had a good time at the show. So you guys, I appreciate all of you. Thank you for the gifts that you handed me there. Oh, and also I forgot about this one. My friend Tim Lyles handed me I knew exactly where he was going with it. It's a figure, and he laughed and said, "That's for your drag car." So this is that figure that comes out of that duster, I think he said. So if I could get him in there, I don't know if I can or not without taking the body back off, but if I could get him down in there, it would make a lot more sense to have a driver in a car that's doing a wheelie. So I've really been jokingly beat up about my car not having a driver, but it's fun. Hey, it's a lot of fun. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate you as always. Don't forget to go check out hobbynutmodels.com. Go check out what Mark's got to offer over there, and also don't forget to go check out my website. We were vending at the show. My website, mcvproducts.net. We vended at the show again, had a good time, and got to meet a lot of great people. Heather's learning more and more about this stuff, I guess, by osmosis. She has to, because when I'm around filming or talking to someone, my phone will start ringing. I need you. But she's doing a great job, and I couldn't do it without her. Also, before I go, I got one new thing. I got several new things, just hadn't got them listed yet. But I just printed these exhaust. What are they? Fender exhaust type of deals. So it's got 3 different types of the 4 different types of the trim pieces. Got the star looking one, got the one that looks like a teardrop, got round, and they're square. It's also got the round fender exit hole things or whatever, and it's also got the ones that are turned out on the side. So I haven't listed them, but hopefully by the time this video's up, they will be listed. So those are pretty cool. I know people like to do the fender exhaust and stuff like that, so I'll have that on there, as well as some other stuff too. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate you, and hey, we'll see you soon.